Welcome back to the channel. This is Gillis TV here, and today we got information about the two teams on your screen, as there was a rumor before something happened. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, as like I said, there was a rumor. Elliotte Friedman kind of said it on his 32 podcast, is what I read from the article, that Edmonton and Montreal were in talks of a sign and trade. And no, it wasn't sign and trade Puljujärvi, yet Puljujärvi was part of this. It was for John Klingberg. Apparently they were in talks about Montreal signing Klingberg to what he wanted, and the Edmonton Oilers would trade for him while giving up a couple picks to retain some salary, Jesse Puljujärvi, and a prospect, which we all know Montreal wants to get younger. That's what they've pretty much done with shipping out some of the older guys. And this trade would have made sense for both Montreal. Get a pick or two for taking on salary cap. Get Jesse Puljujärvi to help with your top 9 forwards. And on the flip side here, Edmonton would have got solid defenseman that was picked in the 5th round, picked in the 5th round, 131st overall, and Klingberg would have solidified Edmonton's defense a lot better than what it is now. You look at Klingberg's numbers last season: 47 points, 74 games played. He was a minus 28, which was worse than his career average, which is minus 8. He's a pretty offensive defenseman, as he's not going to be a physical defenseman, but the guy knows how to play defense. He knows how to put the puck in the net, provide offense on the offensive end, and score on the power play. He's a great back-end power play specialist, and when it comes to shooting as a defenseman, he's 66.4, and believe it or not, he has won one faceoff in his career. That's kind of a neat fact when it comes to the defenseman part of it. But like I said, he's a great facilitating puck defenseman, and Anaheim's, of course, lucky to get a guy, but it's on a 1-year deal in Anaheim. Maybe is there this a topic that Edmonton and Montreal come back next season and go, hey, we're still interested in John Klingberg. If we talked about it once, he's demanding maybe a little bit less salary, depending on what happens this season in Anaheim. What can we do? And maybe the Montreal Canadiens say, hey, give us Puljujärvi, give us a 3rd-round pick, and give us, I don't know, a medium end prospect in Dmitry Samorukov or something on the back end, and we'll call it a deal, and we'll sign him for what you guys want and trade him. I'm surprised we don't see this much in the NHL, which it's a good theory to do. If you need a team to take on some salary cap, I bet you Montreal was willing to. It was knowing that, hey, you get Puljujärvi signed, we get Klingberg signed, yippee-ki-yay, let's do this deal. And knowing that Carey Price is probably not returning this season, it would have just been really good for both teams. Montreal gets a few picks for next year, which they have abundance of picks, and Edmonton gets their top 4 D-men that they're trying to look for constantly, and at a decent price of whatever Montreal would have retained. So it would have worked both ways. Unfortunately, Klingberg probably was like, hey, I'm done waiting. I'm going to Anaheim, and Anaheim won the jackpot on John Klingberg, which I was hoping the Oilers would actually go after John Klingberg. I really was. And for the Montreal aspect, like I said, you get a couple picks or a pick, you get a couple prospects, or, well, I guess one prospect, and yes, Puljujärvi, who's still young enough in the NHL to grow. And it would have been a win-win, like I said, for both teams. But that's where I'm going to end this here, as that is what I read in the article. Elliotte Friedman on 32 podcasts there, whatever it's called, brought it up. But like I said, that's the end of this. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button. Let's get 10 likes on this video. And thank you guys for all your support. since I came back. But I'll catch you on the next one.